the Nakto F2. And what this is an e-bike that kind of bridges that gap between like a small little electric scooter and an actual e-bike. I'm going to go ahead and do like a walkthrough, kind of starting up here at the front tire and just work my way back, because I have had this bike out. You can see how dirty it is. I've been riding this thing and really putting it through its test over the past maybe 6 months now. And I figured I'd do a quick little walkthrough and ride test and show you guys what I thought about it. So let's get into the walkthrough now. This is a 750 watt peak motor, and it's running on a 48 volt 16 amp hour battery, which gives you a range of around about 60 miles range in, you know, normal riding conditions. But it does have a big cog set, so it does actually ride pretty smooth on that. And the actual amount of torque out of this motor is a 52 Newton meter motor. I can't speak today, but it's like the shocks on this thing is kind of like a overall backpack shock that's got like a little air damper in it, and you can adjust these, and it's got a dual crown shock on the front. Let me show you that dual crown shock. You can see how that is right there. Top speed on this thing's around about 20 miles per hour, and it's got the 26 by 4 inch fat tires on it, so it's not the big fat tires, but you know what, they're big enough. And it's got an 8 speed in the back, and the tourney, it's the Shimano tourney transmission on there. It just basically has a I think it has a 52 set cog in the front, which is good for a bike of this size. That's for darn sure. It's got a little license plate holder. It's got this big long bench seat that's pretty cool. I love the styling on this. Look at how the styling is. It's very cool on how they put this thing together. It does have a small little kickstand there, 180 millimeter rotors in the back, and it is mechanical disc brakes. So it does have mechanical disc brakes, but you're not going really fast on this, so I don't see an issue with stopping anyway. It's got a key right here. Now this key is not used for starting it. This key is used for taking the battery on and off. It's got a battery indicator on it. Motorcycle style headlight. I like these. It's got this BMX style handlebars right here. It has these ergo locking hand grips on here. I do love these hand grips. The shifting is thumb shifting right here. Throttle, it's got a thumb throttle on it. This is not a twist throttle. So there's a little quick walkthrough of the actual shape of the bike. Let me go ahead and turn on the display and show you what the display looks like. Okay, to turn this thing on, there's a power button down here at the bottom. Turn it on, and you could see this is that M6C. Let's go ahead, and to shift up, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see that. Let's see how fast it'll go with no load. This is no load, 22.2 miles per hour. You can see I'm doing the no load test on it. Let's try to stop it. Boop. Good brakes. And by the way, when you mash the brakes, it's got a motor shutoff on it. So it will do like a motor shutoff. It's got a horn right there on the bottom. Headlight is the top one. Mash that once. There is no brake light, by the way, so just to show you guys, you can put your own little brake light right in there and run all that. I think they offer that as an aftermarket on the brake light. The overall setting, ergonomics of this thing is very comfortable, so I was really impressed with how the ergonomics of this thing feel. Metal pedals, and you know, they got reflectors built in. That's always good to have. You know what, let's go ahead, let's take this thing out for a quick ride test, and let me show you guys what this thing will do. Okay, here we are, everybody. I'm out on the open road. I got down here on this little back road so I can kind of get out of traffic and show you guys how this thing works. You know what, I'll come to a dead stop right here. So it's got pedal assist mode 0, and let's use this thing as a normal bike. So we're in gear 3. Let's go ahead and shift to 1. By the way, the seating position's a little low, so pedaling it is exactly how you expect it to pedal, you know, knees up. So that is what it is. But you know what, just as a normal bike, I think it's pretty good. I think it goes pretty decent as just a normal bike, riding it like this. I don't see any problems at all with it. I think as a normal bike, I could probably hold it at around about 10 miles per hour. That seems about normal, and it's very comfortable. This thing is super comfortable to ride. Brakes, stop, very good. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's put it in 5, which is sport mode, and we're going to do throttle only, and let me show you how fast throttle only gets you up to. So as soon as you go, push it in. I'm not pedaling at all, just let it go. I think it tops out at around about 22. You can see my energy bar. I forgot to charge this thing. I'm already at 19, and I'm about 180, 185, so this is going pretty good. Yeah, I can easily hold 20 miles per hour. To put it in cruise, you're gonna hold down on that. We are in cruise control. There you go. Almost 20 miles per hour just going. Now I'm about to hit this hill. We'll go ahead and set it out of cruise. Get it out of cruise, just hit the brakes. So now let's go pedal assist 1. 1 feels pretty good. It's going to give you just a little bit of the power. 2, I felt a little kick. I think 2 goes to about 12 or 13 if you're actually hammering down. See, I don't feel the motor kicking in. I feel all me. Right here's me. 3, that feels good, everybody. And look at the balance on this thing. This is what I like. I'm leaning way back on this bench style seat. 3, let's go. 4. Let's go to mode 6 or gear 6. I think we're about to get a little rain, everybody. I better get back up this way. There's 4, you know, 13, 14 miles per hour. 5's gonna max it out all the way. These guys are grabbing some lumber. Okay, now you're gonna max it out. I'm thinking I can get this thing to about 22 when I was on my testing. We're going up a hill, but 20 miles per hour feels pretty good. Let me go up in this little parking lot and I'll do kind of like my final thoughts on this thing. Everybody, to give you my final thoughts on this bike, this Nakto F2, one thing I did notice, I did get a little rust inside there because I think what happens is water puddles in these things, and that's what causes the rust right there. But overall, everything else looks really good on there. It was comfortable, ergonomics feel good, and you can put pegs on the back of this. I actually had pegs at one point on here, and then I could ride a passenger because look how wide this seat is. Very wide, comfortable seat. Let's watch these shocks. I don't know how well you can see those shocks on there. But everybody, I think this is a great option at a very affordable price for anyone that's looking for a moped style e-bike that kind of like does it all. And I will leave links below where you could pick up one of these Nakto 2s, F2s, if you're interested in one of these, and some of the gear I use, you know, my helmet and other random stuff. But yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the Nakto, you know, F2 moped style e-bike. See you all in the next video.